Wow guys, here it is, the E-Class 2023 that's just been announced by Mercedes-Benz. And I've got to say, it looks absolutely stunning. And towards the end of this video, I'm going to reveal my 5 favourite pieces of tech that I want to share with you, which are coming out on this new car, which look absolutely incredible. And what Mercedes call a bridge between tradition and digitalisation. A very fitting name, as you will see in just a moment. So for starts, Mercedes-Benz, as with most new models, have updated the E-Class's grille, which now features these new tiny Mercedes-Benz stars, just like the C-Class. I have even heard there's an option for the grille to be illuminated on certain specifications, but we'll have to wait and see if that becomes available here in the UK. But if it does, that's going to look really interesting at night time. Speaking of lights, the new E-Class is going to have new LED lights too, with a very distinctive shape, and of course options for adaptive lights, which will be called digital light. Now I'm hoping to cover this light system soon, so stay subscribed, and that way you'll be one of the first ones to know when it goes live. It's also going to have pop-out handles as well, just like the S-Class. And just before I move on to the inside, have a look at the rear tail lights. They have the design of a Mercedes-Benz star in them. Quite interesting, as I don't think there are many manufacturers that do that. Dimensions wise, the car is slightly longer, but as is customary with most new models, the extra legroom goes back to the rear seats. So dimensions are 4,949mm for the length, width is at 1,880, the height 1,468mm, and the boot is also a rather generous 540 litres. Of course, for the plug-in hybrid, it will be slightly less due to the battery location. Now for those of you waiting to see the interior, the E-Class now has an option for a thing called the MBUX Super Screen, which can extend the display to the passenger side of the car, where the passenger can watch movies, and I've heard even play some games. I should add though, this is slightly different to the Hyperscreen. Hyperscreen is only found in the larger models in the Mercedes-Benz range. It's also going to have the new generation steering wheel with touch-sensitive buttons to control the instrument cluster, and of course touchscreen in the middle to control the centre screen. Of course there'll be different trim levels and colour options for the seats based on the country you purchase it. And now onto the tech, and there's a whole load of it, so here's my 5 favourites on this new model. Now at number 1, this has to be what Mercedes call the 3rd generation MBUX. Now I'm guessing this might be NTG8. So recently I've literally just covered a walkthrough guide of NTG7, and it's one of Mercedes-Benz's most advanced multimedia systems. But this new version, what they call generation 3 or the 3rd generation of MBUX, it's going to be even better. There's going to be things in there like routines. What you can do, if like when the temperature gets really cold, so say like below 5 degrees, you can get your heated seats to automatically come on your profile based on certain temperatures. And it can do other things as well, like you can have other things come on based on certain parameters and things like that. So I'll definitely be covering that in the future on that particular topic, just on routines. But yeah, quite interesting, and certainly a load of tech on this new system that's coming out. Now for number 2, this one is definitely going to be one of my favourites, and this one refers to what Mercedes-Benz call the digital key. The digital key basically can replace the 2 physical keys you would get when you purchase a Mercedes from like a Mercedes showroom. Basically you can have the key actually on your phone, so you don't actually need to use the physical keys. Now I know other manufacturers, a couple of them out there, have already done this, but that's amazing to see that Mercedes-Benz are going to be using this technology in the new E-Class, and I'll definitely be testing that out. I can't wait to see that. Now for this next one, this one is digital vent control. Now there are a couple of manufacturers out there that have this massive kind of long hole across the dashboard, and there are no buttons, and you literally have to like control the vents using a touchscreen. Now Mercedes-Benz have gone for a halfway approach to this, because yes, that could be the future, but you can't really take away the touch of actually controlling the vents yourself. So what Mercedes-Benz has done is kind of gone for this halfway approach where the system can do it for you and actually adjust the vents and maximize the airflow on the inside, but you can actually manually take control of it at the same time. So that's really good to see as well, and does look pretty cool when it's in action. Now at number 4, this one is where it gets interesting, and I don't think I've seen a single car manufacturer do this, but this is a camera literally on the top of the dashboard, and this is going to be useful for video conferencing and that sort of thing. Now obviously, just to clarify, I'm sure Mercedes-Benz aren't going to allow you to have a video call, conference, Zoom call or something like that while on the move, but just in case you're late for a meeting or need to pop onto a video conference call at the side of the road or safely at some motorway services or something, then you can do that. And apparently you can take selfies on there as well, so I'll definitely test that out as well when that comes out. Yeah, really good to see, of course, all these new bits of tech going in. I'm not sure how many people might actually use that particular feature, but for those of you that do, I'm sure it'll be incredibly useful. Now for number 5 on the favourite pieces of tech that I can't wait to see is a thing called sound visualization. Now I believe this is going to be an optional extra on the Mercedes Me store, but it sounds pretty cool. Now Mercedes-Benz have gone to town with ambient light over the past few years, and it looks absolutely incredible on all the cars that have it, especially on the S-Class and EQS. However, how would you improve on that and make it even better? Well, that's sound visualization. Basically, the ambient light can almost dance to the music. Now, I don't entirely know what this looks like apart from, of course, on video content, but I can't wait to see it in person. And if it is on the Mercedes Me store as an option extra, I might just have to buy it for the review. So we'll have to see what that looks like. But yes, guys, that is the E-Class 2023. So I cannot wait to see this in person. But guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'm curious to see what you all think on this new model that's coming out. And I gotta say, I said there's loads of tech coming, so I cannot wait to see it. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, see you then.